Alright guys, what is going on? It is your boy Fang, Mobile Gaming here, and we are here to talk about Black Clover Mobile today because we have an update on what's going on with the global version of the game. We're going to take a look at this tweet here because the CEO of VIC Game Studios pretty much put out a video. It is subtitled on what's been going on with the global version of the game. So we're going to click on this picture here because it kind of summarizes everything that he talks about in the video. Because I ain't got time to look at subtitles all day. So it says, Dear Magic Knights, I'm Jae Young Choi, CEO of VIC Game Studios. I sincerely appreciate your support for the global launch of Black Clover Mobile. We have diligently made ongoing modifications and improvements since the Korean and Japanese launches 2 months ago. While we are pleased with the game's progress, we recognize the need for thorough preparation before the global launch. We are working hard to enhance the global build and ensure effective localization for the global market. Now, we are incorporating feedback from the global closed beta testing to further improve the game. We understand waiting can be challenging, but we ask for your understanding as we aim to deliver a polished game and enjoyable experience. I skipped over ahead twice there. So before the global launch, we will conduct a soft launch in Canada in August. This will help us ensure server stability and validate the game's localization for the global service while tailoring it to suit the playstyles of global users. If the soft launch progresses smoothly, we will strive to release the game globally as quickly as possible to express our gratitude for your support. We plan to provide 10 summon tickets to all players upon the global launch of Black Clover Mobile on top of the rewards. So that's very important to note. We are going to get 10 summon tickets out of this. We will share the latest news and updates through various social networks specific to each region. Thank you for your support, and we look forward to greeting you again soon. And then this kind of just a Q&A. So why is global version being delayed? Is it due to publishing rights and copyrights issue? We can assure you that there are no issues regarding publishing rights and copyrights for global release. The reason for the delay is that after discussing it with the developer, both parties agreed that we need more thorough preparation for the global launch to provide players with an optimal gaming experience. Hence, these optimizations require time, so we delayed the global version to provide you with a better experience. What are the changes for the global version? Now, this is very, very important because the changes for the global version should be better to counteract all the issues with the Japanese version, right? So regarding the global version, the following adjustments have been confirmed. Adjusting the difficulty of certain levels to enhance the overall smoothness of the gaming experience. Okay. Reduce the grind in the game so that players don't have to constantly grind. So I'm pretty sure this is talking about the gear. And then we are currently in ongoing discussions with the developer regarding the feasibility of optimizing other aspects. We will continue to introduce new adjustments and warmly welcome everyone to actively contribute their own ideas and thoughts about the game. Now, this last section here, when will the global version be released? If the optimizations progress smoothly, we will strive to unveil the global release as quickly as possible and keep you guys updated. What does the soft launch mean? The purpose of the soft launch is to ensure the stability of the game. We will validate the optimizations we made or localization further suits the playstyles of global users. How will the Canada version differ from the global one? So CA soft launch version will be combined with the global version eventually and will appear as one of the servers of global version. However, as Canada players will be in a different server, these players will not meet players from other regions in the game and will not be able to transfer the progress into other region servers. Will the game account created in soft launch be deleted after global launch? No. Users who bind their account to a third-party account can keep their game account and top up records after the global launch. Will Canada players have more advantage in PvP mode since they launched earlier? No. We assure each player has fair competition in PvP mode. The PvP mode will only match the players in the same server. So, alright, so that kind of wraps up what they had to say about this video here. So essentially we're going to be going into a soft launch for the global version of the game in Canada. Then it's going to be released at a later date. So still no release date for everybody else, but if you are in Canada, you are going to be able to get this game pretty damn soon. Now, I'm going to say it's still going to be worth it to pay attention to the soft launch here because we're going to see how Canada does their release banners because we're going to know exactly which characters are going to come to the rest of you guys that's waiting on the game because we're going to know exactly which banners are going to be up because the Canada version is going to be the same as the version that everybody else is going to get in global. So I want to say if you have a VPN and you're not in Canada, you can still try the game out, but I would not. If you plan on spend on that version of the game, probably go free to play, because you're not going to merge with the rest of the servers. It's going to be separate. So if your friends are on the other version of the game, you're going to be on a different server. So unless you want to be that guy that just plays on every server, you have to do what you got to do. But essentially, the delay is due to a lot of the optimizations issues in the game, because if you go to the game real fast, there is just a lot of issues right now. One of the most annoying ones that I've had for the last like 2 days now, not here. So your daily challenges, these used to be 3 times. All of these, even the ones that were refreshed, like the money and the gold one, you used to be able to do these 3 times a day. It's now 1 now, but to facilitate us losing it 3 times, you're supposed to get 3 times drops on all of these to make up for it being 3 days. Because honestly, if you're doing this, you're going to do it 3 times anyway, so it's supposed to be a good change. But the bug right now is that when you do this, you only get 1 drop still. You only get 1 drop, you don't get 3. I think the only one out of these 3 that actually drops 3 like it's supposed to is these, I don't know what you call it, the accessory upgrade materials. These are the only ones that drop 3 times. The accessory and the equipment, these only drop 1. So I mean, it's a bug that's like preventing that from dropping 3 for some reason. They're going to reduce the grind in the game, which is so good, because trying to get LR equipment right now sucks. It really does suck. Now I managed to finally get some decent LR equipment. Like I have, mainly the only full set that I have right now is, I want to say, Asta. He's almost full LR gear. Almost. I'm almost there. But it takes so long to get a single piece. And not to mention, I'm hoping that the global version of the game fixes it to where you actually get more magical stats. Because most of the LR pieces that you get, if you look on the side here, most of this stuff is physical. You barely get any magical ones. And when you do get a magical one, it's most likely going to be a freaking defensive set. Look at this. Magic, all defensive. I mean, the only physical users we have on the game, at least on my account, there's what? Vito, Sol, both Astas, Jack, and Yami. But every other character, they rely on freaking magic. And you don't get any magic as the main stat. I mean, it kind of sucks with that, but hopefully the optimization issues is going to get addressed when it comes to the, not just the drops themselves for LR equipment, but the main stats not dropping. Because another annoying thing too is when you go to the shop, they have to change this in the shop. So anytime you get gear, for like these PvP ones right here, you're almost guaranteed that these pieces are going to be physical. It's almost never magical. If you have any boxes in the game, these boxes, usually it's going to be physical. It's not going to be a magical stat. So I just hope that they just optimize everything. So the reason for the delay is so that way they don't piss off a lot of people, even though they're still going to piss people off, because a lot of people are going to play the game. There's going to be issues on launch. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but I've never played a single gacha game that hasn't had any issues within its first week. It's probably going to be some issues even after they do the soft launch. So I want to say what they're looking at more of is if these annoying bugs are like completely gone when they release the soft launch. So I want to say it going well for them to release the game earlier for everybody else is going to be dependent on how many bugs actually exist on the Canada version of the game. So I know it sucks to wait, because honestly, me personally, I would say just release the game, screw all the people that's going to be complaining about it, and just let me play the game at least, even with the bugs, because we're playing JP with bugs right now, so who cares. But they're trying to make it to where, you know, they got to reduce all the complaints from somehow, but people are still going to complain no matter what. That's how the community is. But anyway, guys, that is the update for the global version of the game. Again, I'm going to be paying attention to the soft launch. I'm not going to play it myself, but I am going to kind of look at what banners they have, because I do want to do a video on who you guys should reroll for, or probably just an overall new guide, essentially, because specifically, the rumors right now is it's kind of up in the air, because some people think we're getting the Eye of the Midnight Sun on launch for global, specifically, unless they want to copy JP, because they don't have to give us Fauna and Lith. I don't have Lith on this account, but Fang and Lick had a banner on JP, and then you had Vito and Raya later. We're definitely probably not going to get Vito and Raya, but there is a chance we can end up with Fauna and Lick. Now, I personally think we're going to get Fauna on release 2, because there was a screenshot a few months ago with her as a step up on Global. I'm telling you right now, if they give us Fauna as a freaking step up, and it's going to take you, if you look at Williams' banner right now, the step ups should be the same on Global as well. Essentially, a pity in the game is 200 summons. It's about 95 summons because it gives you a discount at the end. So essentially, you're getting the character for about half a pity if you was to get unlucky on all of these multis here. So if they give you a character like Fauna on Global, and you can reroll for her, you have to go for the deuce, because Fauna, I'm telling you right, even Lit is good, but I have to go for Fauna, man, because you need blue units from that mono blue team to form equipment. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to do a whole video on it, but we're going to look at Canada to see, because if we see Fauna is obtainable on day 1, I promise you, easily you got to reroll on that banner, guys. But anyway, guys, I'm going to let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you guys in the next video. You guys take it easy.